Okay, follow me, follow me. The sixth God. The knowledge of good and evil. What exactly was the error in obtaining such? It was a preordained punishment. Or consequence. There was already something that was been spoken to of the truth of what was going to happen. They didn't know this. It's not even the knowledge of good and evil, it's the knowledge of the truth of it. There was something that they did not know. It was told to them, so they did not know. They had to believe, or they just followed. But they didn't follow. They didn't follow because they didn't know it to be the truth. You had to choose of whether or not to believe it to be the truth. And then not only that which was preordained, but the whole totality. The totality of the ongoing history. All I just told him was, you're going to die. But he didn't say, I will have your generations after generations after generations after generations immersed in pain and suffering, wailing and gnashing of teeth. You didn't tell them that. No. And they had no knowledge of such. And wasn't spoken to. And if they did have knowledge of such, they had the knowledge of God, then why would they do it? If they were able to know. Taking the pain, the path of pain and suffering, and not one of joy and bliss. But alas, we do that also, though. And we know by way at least of experience. They didn't have experience. We do. We stand there just as if for them. But we have knowledge, can't say they did. So what is the error in the knowledge of good and evil? And being that we do have such, is it not there the opportunity to use it as a blessing if we have the knowledge of good and evil? For us to see true value in that and to make the most value of that, it is saying, okay, this is good, this is evil. Let us not do evil. Unless we say they are the same value. Because currently that's what is the statement that's being made, that we have the knowledge of good and evil and they are equal in value because we do not put away with evil. We did not increase the good to such where evil is eliminated, at least attempted to move away from with great haste. There's not that. You have not found value in that. So the punishment was in that, in knowing that. Well, not the punishment, the result, but you would know the difference between good and evil, but you would willfully partake in the evil. I mean, what? Again, that the value system is off. If you didn't have the knowledge of good and evil, you moved away around in what? You didn't know good and evil, but you knew good. You couldn't know good if you knew good, the good and evil, unless one was say whatever. All you could know is good, and even that it brought on the knowledge of evil. Well, it is, and evil is being that which is in violation of God. This very act is evil. He said, "Don't do it." It was a law. She broke the law. That itself is the act. It's breaking laws. The act is what was evil. And doing such, she became then aware of what evil is. For all she knew before was good. But once she went and broke the law, and he broke the law, she knew bad. Or it is not the knowledge per se, it is the being good and evil. You know, it has that other context, you know, as one knows their wife is actually an act. The knowledge of good and evil is the act of doing good and doing bad. It's the ability to actually do the act. Because it's not just the knowledge of it, it is the very act of pursuing such. So it might not be no knowledge, because then why is, if we had a knowledge, once again, if we had a knowledge that is good and bad, and we know the difference when we put on a value system, we say, well, good is the better, the best, and evil is bad. But then we allow in some aspect, and even if it becomes a relative thing, that what is good to you may not necessarily be to me, what is bad may not be necessarily to you, so on and so forth. But we have created a value system. And it speaks to that the weights and measures, and then there's, once again, there's a disrespect in a way. A lack of, would it be like a humbling oneself to what is good is, that you say, humble, to be in good, this is what it's about. Stay away from evil. Humbled that I am, been broken down by evil. But one doesn't accept it broken down because we don't rise. We don't see the ability to rise and the desire, the need to rise up to a higher standard of being. We know it. We do it. do not, and know not. And that's why they had to die. Because they were going to do evil and limit it. And limit their existence. Don't let them live forever. So take away the tree of life. So that they don't forevermore live in the evil, the good in evil, and the act. Commit that act. But, and that they didn't live forever, just them two. He then allowed them to procreate so that they will still live in that forever more after that, for as many generations are to have after that initial coming together, that initial life existence. And it has lived forevermore since then, so it has been an eternal life. And it's going to go to the end, so supposing there is an end, so it will be eternal life anyway, by way of generation to generation. Why would he take it away for just them to live forever? He didn't want them to live forever with the knowledge of good and evil, but he let them by way of their seed reseed and grow, reseed and growing. The tree of life from them will be in it. The tree of life.